we're grilling the T-bone steak. So I've been teasing this quote unquote for the past almost 5 days. We're finally doing it today. I dry brined it in the fridge. We're going to show that later on what's happening. Preheating the grill right now. We have potatoes in the oven. We got some sauce mixture also. We're going to try this out. Who knows if this is going to be good. I'm not expecting much. This is a cheap cut of meat, a cheap single sauce. So who knows, if the meat is no good, we might have to drown it in sauce. And I'm also going to take out the vegetable for today's meal. We're going to have some broccoli, and this is not enough. So yeah, we'll do 2 heads of broccoli today, guys. And we have the asparagus in the fridge also if ever we need that. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. We're just going to wait for some people to come on in, you know. Yo, Momochi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Manji Rezo, what's up? Patrick Connerton, member of the channel with the rice bowl emblem. Hope you're doing good. Bella Joe also, yo, all the regulars. Just quick sneak peek what we're doing today. This is the $6 T-bone steak, and honestly, yo, Tommy, what's up? Astral, what's up also? But yeah, as you could see, you know, not much marbling action going on, unfortunately. By the way, guys, how's the audio quality? Because last time, lots of complaints about the audio. So is it better today, or is it still cracking up? Because, you know, I'm a one-man show, and you know, like I say, I'm a one-man show, and, you know, I don't know what's going on, you know. Yeah, yo, Patrick, that's what happens when you're a member for a long time. Hey, yo, Tommy, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. If you're interested in becoming a member like Tommy for the low price of 99 cents, you too could become a member. And okay, sorry for the quick advertisement here. Yo, Tommy, thank you so much for supporting the channel as well as Patrick. And if you're a member for like 6 months or something like that, like Patrick is, Crystal Clear, thank you so much, guys. But if you're a member for like 6 months, something like that, it might be 4 or 5 months, I'm not too sure anymore. Instead of getting a grain of rice beside your name like Tommy has, you get a rice bowl like Patrick does. W Tommy indeed. Thank you so much, Patrick. But yeah, anyways, if you become a member of the channel, you only get the little emblem. Yo, okay, thank you so much, Tommy. Yo, like I said, you only get an emblem, your name becomes green, and you could try using the little emotes or stickers, whatever you want to call them. I think you have to do : S tier, 2 dots, S tier, S tier, you know. And we have stuff going, little stickers like that, but other than that, unfortunately, you know, no special live streams for the members, not, you know, nothing, no special content for the members. But yeah, just think of it as yo, Patrick Connerton, thank you so much for demoing the membership abilities. But yeah, other than that, for the low price of 99 cents, you too can become a member if you're watching from home. Anyways, like I said, we got the steak right here. My bad, my finger's in the shot. There's the steak, and honestly, it doesn't look that great, so that's why we have the sauce packet. Hey, thanks so much for everyone who's in live. But St. Hubert's roast beef. This was $1. The steak was $6 US, and we also got, what are we cooking? Yo, we're cooking Aaron. We're cooking the T-bone steak on the grill. Leave a like if you're interested in that. And we also got in here some potatoes roasting up. We don't want the steam to cloud up the camera too much. But we're getting the steak to room temperature right now. And while we're waiting for that to happen, we're just going to quickly cut up this broccoli. Let me just get y'all in the shot. Leave a like for the broccoli. But and pre-boil some water also. Here, let's do wombo combo everything today, you know. Let's just keep this going. We're on a roll, I think. Got a new member on the channel. Thank you very much. 33 viewers. Tomorrow we're doing sandwiches, and then probably no cooking live streams for a while, unfortunately. But instead of cooking live streams, we're going to be moving on to the long videos. School is going to be ramping up soon, and my parents are coming home also, so yeah, unfortunately can't really do the cooking live stream game too much. Because it's just too awkward, you know. You would think like, okay, there's people who watch the channel, you have subscribers and all that. It wouldn't. Yo, what's up, Suzanne. Yo, my bad, Suzanne. But you would think with everyone watching the channel, I wouldn't be so like awkwarded out by filming videos, doing live streams. But yeah, still, nothing's changed since day one. Let me go quickly check the grill, cause. Okay, there's smoke coming out of it. I believe that it is preheated enough, so let's quickly just deal with this this broccoli, yo, thank you so much for the support, guys. Honestly, it means the world, cause yo, I grinded on YouTube for 8, 9 years before getting any traction, you know. So seriously, I don't take this for granted. But let me just get out a knife here. And I just want to give a quick disclaimer to everyone at home who's watching. I don't have grilling capabilities. So if there's any like pit masters, barbecue masters, grill masters in the live stream right now, you know, just speak up because it's going to help me out a lot. Again, this is what we're grilling today. I dry brined it in the fridge. And dry brining is one of Senpai Kai's favorite moves, if you know who that is. And I was shocked. I checked Senpai Kai's channel yesterday, and I'm one to talk, right? But yo, he used to get so many views, and he seems to be struggling. So I don't know if shorts are fading out. Shorts may no longer be the meta, guys. But yeah. Anyways, let's just quickly get this broccoli up and running. And broccoli, honestly, it's one of my favorite vegetables, especially with sauce. So even if the steak is good without sauce, we're still gonna have the sauce for the broccolis. Yo, Jay Garcia, what's up? YouTube fell off. Member of the channel also, Jay Garcia. Thank you so much for the support. Jay Garcia is saying that YouTube fell off. And I think we're gonna need some elaboration on that statement. Because from my perspective, honestly, I only watch YouTube, a bit of Instagram Reels, but honestly, Instagram Reels is more for the memes, right? You're not watching any, okay, I'm not going to say we and make a generalization here, but I'm not watching any Instagrammers. So, yeah, I only watch, like, these little Reels, so, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we might not use the stem on this one, because this is, a pretty old stock. I mean, you know, I try to be as the least wasteful as possible. Like this right here in the broccoli is edible. But, yo, everyone who's saying that YouTube fell off, like, I'm gonna need... Where's everyone at? Where are all the viewers at? Because I might need to make a migration. Is what I would like to say, but, you know, I'm a YouTube loyalist or whatever you want to call it. I grew up watching YouTube. I grew up looking up to YouTubers. So, you know, I think the newer generation might be different. With Instagram, Twitch, Kick... TikTok, all that jazz, you know. But me, you know, I'm a YouTube kind of guy, so. And, you know, I think it's not only me, it's everyone in my age range also, because I feel like as soon as a lot of TikTokers get popular, or at least last year when there was that whole TikTok ban thing or whatever that was, a lot of TikTokers migrated to YouTube also, I find. Like the guy who cooks with the iPhone mic, the guy who makes the Papa John's pizza, a lot of TikTokers migrated to YouTube. So I think a lot of them just use TikTok as a platform almost to advertise themselves. And honestly, I don't blame them, you know, because I think TikTok kind of has a negative connotation. Even though I stopped watching YouTube until when TikTok came out, until they released shorts, and then, you know, I stopped using TikTok. But yeah, you know, I think a lot of us grew up wanting to become YouTubers, not an Instagrammer, not a TikToker. I might be dating myself, not a Twitch streamer, but yeah, you know, it's pretty interesting, but it's different now, you know, and I'm fully aware it's not what it used to be. Okay, we got the pile of broccoli, and I think we're gonna go grill this up right now. And does anyone have so far? I don't see any comments from any pit masters, grill masters. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to freestyle it here, guys. But let me see if I have a pair of tongs. I do have a pair of tongs. And Patrick loves broccoli stems and cabbage cores. Yo, I've never had a cabbage core when it's cooked, to be fair. So we're gonna go bring this out right now. And I'm gonna have to do my best right here to not dox myself, like I say all the time, because that's not going to be a good time. And I don't know. Yo, do you think I should pat the steak dry or trim the fat or anything like that? I'm not sure, because I have a feeling this is going to flare all up, you know, and that's not necessarily something I want to deal with either. I mean, I think we'll trust the butcher on this one. Yeah, I think we'll just trust the butcher on this one, guys. And how do you like the SpongeBob fabric shorts? But yeah, we're gonna trust the butcher on. Oh. Since we're going outside in my community, I'm not gonna talk too loud because it's gonna be awkward. Are you guys able to hear the whispers? Anyways. You could see we have a, yeah, it's really, really hot right now, nice and preheated. We're going to just hold it like this, I think. It's too hot. Yeah, so I don't want to, oops. Current educational video meta is the pretty girl and loud guy blow stuff up. I think that's always been the meta for the past few years now. Jay Garcia, indeed, you are correct. Actually, I'm not sure, but yo, I think I burned my fingers a bit there, no joke. And I think I should have also patted the meat dry, which I didn't do. And now we're going to see what happens. But yeah, ASMR. But yeah, my fingers are pretty cooked from that. So let me just quickly rinse them off right now. Yo, my bad for not being in the shot again. If I had a cameraman, things would be different, guys. But since I don't, you know, we do what we can here on the Rightful channel. Super low budget. But hey, we got a member today, so that's all reinvested back into the channel, if you know what I mean. And for those who are just tuning in right now, I'm not in train, but we're doing T-bone steak. Kind of looks like a porterhouse, not gonna lie though. Kind of looks like a porterhouse. I guess I'll get another pan out. Oh, and by the way, like, I guess this is to protect myself a bit right now. It's to protect myself a bit, but I'm not really good at grilling stuff, so this is probably going to come out well done or burnt. But we're going to be careful, guys. We're going to be careful. But Patrick Connaughton. Okay, I ran a grill at Applebee's for a while. Started on the hot and then finished direct. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so that's the plan. Patrick. And do you have any idea how many minutes we should do for each side? As long as it's not overcooked, like even well done is okay with me. I prefer medium, but I think we'll aim for like 3 minutes. Cause I watched something on YouTube and they were like, do 6 minutes each side, but grill at Applebee's sounds intense. Yo, Lena, Zer, what's up? Hope you're doing good. We still have a sauce to make, but how long should hey Google, how long should I boil broccoli?
On the website bbchistory.com, they say, how long to boil broccoli? Boiling time depends on the size of your porridge and the texture you are looking for. For tender broccoli with a little bit of bite, boiling time varies from 2 to 4 minutes for small porridge.
3 to 4 minutes for the broccoli, guys. Okay. Hey Google, could you set? Hey Google, could you set an alarm for 3 to 4 minutes? Or 3 minutes?
Okay, what time?
Hey Google, could you set an alarm for 3 minutes?
There, your alarm set for 8:32 p.m.
Alright, okay, we got the broccoli going. Jay Garcia, steamed versus boiled. Yeah. Can't be bothered though. Can't be bothered tonight. Too much going on. Maybe I could have microwaved it or roasted it. That would have been good, but too late now. But yeah, next time, Jay. Patrick Connaughton, that completely depends on how sick it is and how hot it is. When the temp you wanted more by feel thermometering thing in my experience. Yo, did you like at Applebee's? Did they thermometer every steak? I'm kind of curious because Applebee's honestly, that looks like it's like high volume, right? Kind of looks intense. I'm just gonna quickly rinse off the cutting board because we're going to need to use this. Chop up the steak. And speaking about the steak, let's go take a look at it because you know I don't want it to start burning or flaring up or anything like that, especially since the balcony is made out of wood. Depends on the cook. Interesting, okay. Yo, we're getting some of that Applebee's insider knowledge, I think. Oops. And yo, guys, I can't live stream super long tonight, unfortunately. I say this every time, but like tonight, I have a test tomorrow, and you know, I tried studying this morning, but not gonna lie, I was really distracted. It's like I was just not down to study, and you know, we have days like that. I have days like that. I'm not perfect. Who is? Not me. But yeah, let's go check out what's happening with the steak, because I think we've had it on at least for 3 minutes, something like that. And there seems to be a lot of smoke coming out of the sink, so I'm gonna be careful to not burn my hands. And as I say, when I go outside, I can't talk too much because the community is around and they're gonna be like, a YouTuber. Anyways, okay. Jay Garcia, I would only trust in Applebee's if Patrick is in the back. Oh, holy crap. Yo, it's like a grease fire. Yo, not gonna lie though, that looks really good. Or did I? Oh no, it's completely burned. Ah, man. I mean, this part looks really good. But yeah, this part got completely burned, unfortunately, guys. Yeah, fire's too hot. Okay, let's... Oh, even the little knobs are burning my fingers. Yeah. Nah, Mo, I'm not on TikTok. Here, let's... Yeah, unfortunately, a part of this got burned. But, this part looks delicious, not gonna lie, with all the juices coming out. Yeah. And you could see, though, the steak is, like, not the thickest thing. And it's good to see a lot of the fat melted out also, so... Yeah, I think you could just finish it up here. And this is probably going to be really tough, so... Bro, put it on incinerate. But yeah. Okay, it is what it is. Again, this is a $6 cut of meat. And yeah, okay, this is already... I mean, no, this is still pretty soft. Here, let's close it, give it a nice smoky flavor, hopefully, and we'll come back in a minute. What's up, guys? Just came back inside, and... I don't want to cook a steak well done, so I have to wind up ordering it burnt. Yo, the one I just had, like... Honestly... Okay, and we're back for the broccoli. Woo! Okay, so I think we're going to be in a good position. For the steak. When this broccoli is done, because we have it on direct heat now. Oh, this broccoli looks a bit soft. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is good for me. I think there's going to be some carryover heat or whatever you want to call it, so... I think this is good for me. Let me just get a strainer out. Yo, Burger King's in the chat. What's up, Burger King? Just give it to the neighborhood raccoon. Yo, whoa, what is Burger King doing in the chat? Yeah, I feel like this is going to be some kind of troll. But, anyways. Let's quickly, strain this. Let's quickly just strain this broccoli. And I just have this cold water going because apparently hot water is not the best for pipes. And now we could get the sauce going also, I think. And the sauce asks for 300 ml of water. So what I will do is kind of eyeball it, or no, I'm not going to eyeball it. I'll actually measure it and then quickly go, or guys, sorry, I'm going to quickly go back out to check the meat. Guys, not gonna lie, I think the meat is good, but we're gonna have to pull it off. So I'm gonna be off camera again, just for a second. But yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back with that also, and then we'll work on the sauce, and then it's gonna be time to eat. And I don't know if I want to have one of these rolls, also one of these sandwich breads. I'm gonna save two for tomorrow's dinner, two for lunch now. So I'm going to keep these as is. Don't want to waste it. And yeah, let's quickly get to that. Let me just get the water going for the sauce though. Here, we need a balance because I don't want to screw up the sauce, you know. Because in case this meat is like overcooked and burnt, the sauce is going to be the saving grace. So let's quickly just measure that out. Man, it's almost 9 o'clock. Air fried a roll with some garlic and butter. I mean, I have the oven on right now, so technically I could use that also. I don't think maybe I don't have to rely on the air fryer. But yeah, let's quickly just tear. And it's asking for 300 ml. Yep. Oh, that's not a lot of sauce actually. I was like, maybe I only need half a packet, but just a bit more. Yeah, that's good. 302 grams. So okay, let's get the steak in. And I'm not crazy about all this like broccoli scum on the edge of the pot. I should have done a better job washing, but it is what it is at this point. No use over crying spilled milk or whatever the saying is. So, yo, your choice 60 seconds. What's up? Hope you're doing good also. But yeah, let me just quickly go get that steak. It did get really small in size though, so I think this pan is going to be enough, or this plate is going to be enough. I'll be right back. Alright, we got the steak and it smells absolutely amazing. absolutely amazing, but yeah, high likelihood that this is going to be overcooked. We're just letting it rest now, and then we're going to plate this all up. And yeah, we'll call it a day. We're going to eat, and then it's going to be time for some studying, a study sesh. And again, like I say all the time, I would love to have a cameraman, but this is a one-man show. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is out of boil. The sauce is out of boil, so we're going to quickly make the thing. So what are the instructions? Vider contenu de sachet dans la casserole. Oh, it says it's better if the water's cold. Man. Well, you only live once. Too late now. Here goes all the sauce mix. And this is the first time in my life that I buy one of these sauce mixes. I wanted to buy peppercorn sauce, but they said to use milk, and I didn't want to waste milk on something in case it wasn't good. So let me see if I have a whisk or something that I could use out here. We have a whisk right here. Now we're gonna have metal scraping on metal, unfortunately. But here, let's quickly mix this up. I'm not gonna lie, this smells like really strong, guys, really strong. And hopefully this is gonna thicken up a bit, because right now it has the consistency of water. And it says to mix for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And I think the potatoes in the oven are coming along also. I think that was the move, because they would have gotten burnt. They would have gotten burnt in the barbecue also. But yeah, this is definitely not something you get at Burger King. But yeah, this whole meal would have probably been $50 at a restaurant. We've made it for under $10 today. And $10 for a meal at home is pretty expensive, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We just don't want the sauce to burn, because the steak kind of already got a bit burnt, But that was outside of my control. I didn't expect it to flare up like that, if you know what I mean. And just to make everything easier, I will be carving it off. Oh, here we go. The sauce is thickening up. I have a knife in my right hand, so... Yo, Shuriken, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Sleepy Lee, shout out to the New Zealand viewers. Yo, I don't know what time it is there for you, but yeah, we're just doing this package of sauce right now. First time I buy some packaged sauce. This is bubbling too much, actually. Yeah, first time I do the packaged sauce, and it's kind of dangerous with the knife in my right hand, so let me just put that to the side. And yeah, this is starting to develop a nice consistency to it. And it's not me who made it, Yo, Demo, what's up? Hope you're doing good. 1 p.m. Yeah, this is the sauce we're going to be using for the T-bone steak. Again, for those who are just joining right now, we finished the Nyanko. We're doing the T-bone steak today, like I've been talking about for several live streams. I was kind of spoiling it, quote unquote. But unfortunately, I don't know about the cook. It came out a bit burned. We're going to trim it off. Tastes really good. I dry brined it in the fridge. Mike sounds good, Ace. Thank you so much for the feedback. Shuriken Zone. You never know with these things, because like I say all the time, one-man show right here. But yeah, we got the sauce boiling up right here. Did I throw out the package? No, I still have it here. For those who are interested, roast beef gravy mix. 2 minutes of simmering, they say. So we're almost done to that 2-minute mark. Oh, thanks so much, Bella Joe. But yeah, we're going to quickly cut the steak, I think, and then take out the potatoes, and it should be time to eat. So I'll take out one of the big plates we have, so it looks nice on stream, so we can see everything on stream. Take out one of the big plates, and look, I'm going to warn y'all right now. Jay Garcia was there, Patrick Connerton was there, I think Burger King was there also, but the steak was absolutely scorched when we went to the Burger King, not the Burger King, the grill. And Burger King might know a few things about this Burger King official, because I think it's all charbroiled at Burger King, so yeah, Burger King might know about a few scorched meats and all that, but yeah. We'll see. This is probably going to be overcooked, unfortunately. Kind of outside of my control. These potatoes are coming along, but not quite there yet. Kind of same story with the sauce. All right, let's see how this meat is. First time or second time of my life getting a T-bone steak, and you could see right here, it's all black. That got completely burnt. But we'll still eat it, you know. Nothing goes to waste on the Rice Bowl channel. So I'm just gonna cut it off the bone. And this is cooked all the way through, sadly. But it is what it is, you know. You live, you learn. You live and you learn. Sorry. Could I... Okay, wait, let's... There's like a whole thing of sinew here. I mean, I'm not crazy about that. But we're not going to waste it either. I think that's some bone marrow right there. Not too sure how to cut this. Let's see, even though this is well done. I mean, it tastes really good. Kind of tough, but not dry. It's almost too salty. And don't worry, that meat here, it's not going to waste. We're gonna scoop that up right now. Yeah, the taste is really good. Unfortunately, I cooked it too much, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. This part is significantly softer. This must be a different muscle. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I'm happy with how this tastes. Again, the cooking time was a bit too long. And parts of this did get scorched. I've never cut a T-bone steak before. But we're going to try to get as much meat off this as possible, off the bones. I think that's pretty much all of it. Yeah. The rest seems to be bone and sinew. And I guess I'll just cut it. Across the grain. Even the burnt part we will eat. I'm not too crazy about that fat cap. Yeah. Anyways. Learning experience for sure. We don't need to use too aggressive of a heat. But what I'll say is this. Dry grinding this in the fridge was the move. Quickly plating the broccoli. More on that later. And I think the sauce is coming along also. My bad for skipping some of y'all comments because I'm not able to kind of see what's going on. quickly wipe off the surface we're going to eat off of. The sauce is definitely coming along. I'm gonna shut off the electricity in the other room. That's wasteful, and then bring it here at the same time to save energy. I mean, for $6, can't go wrong, you know? Yeah. I don't even know what part of the animal this is. If I had a dog, they would be so happy right now, though. Alright, let's get you guys up close. Let's get you guys up close for the eat. Heart of potatoes. Straight from the oven. This might not be cooked all the way through. Yeah, they're still a bit hard, unfortunately. Man, that's alright. We'll cook these for a bit more, but in the meantime, let's have some steak and broccoli. So let me get you, Interesting. Lower back under the spine. Save some for the raccoons. Yeah, yo, the cooking overcooked. As you could see, overcooked. It is what it is, though. It still tastes really good because of the dry brine we did off camera. Yeah, I think for now on, I'm gonna dry brine all my steaks. But let's get some sauce. AKA some gravy. Maybe not the whole. Whoops. Like a lot of those mukbang channels out there. Oh no, I dropped some. Oh, the gravy tastes pretty good. That's going to be nice with the potatoes. Anyways, let's start eating, guys. I hope everyone had a nice weekend, had a good week, could be expecting a good upcoming week. Oh, yo, Cherry, what's up? Or Crazy Canadian Cooking, what's up? Hope you're doing good. My shurikens on lower back under the spine. Why not have Chef Mike finish the potato? Oh, I guess. Okay, potentially, but let's taste the St. Hubert's sauce. Gravy was the $6 steak that I overcooked, unfortunately, but it still has a nice smoky flavor. Yeah, works, tastes good. Let's do with the broccoli now. And I think we'll finish off the night with the Ninja Creamy. Banana flavored tonight. And then I'm going to have to study. So, we've been live for 40 minutes now. Bon appetit. Yo, Crazy Canadian Cooking, how's it going?
Yeah, the sauce packet was the way to go, I think. I mean, all in all, this is not bad. If I were to eat this at a restaurant, they would have cooked it better, but it would probably been $40. That's my estimation. Yo, Baby Rose, what's up? Hope you're doing good. The only thing that's too bad about this is how there's like, you could see right down the middle, even though it's overcooked, you could see well the fat or whatever that is. That's a bit tough for sure. But nice flavor to the steak, and you know, I bought T-bone steak once, maybe 10 years ago, and I wasn't a fan. But doing it on the grill like this and then carving it on the board, even though it's overcooked, with the dry brine, it's an S tier situation, guys. Next time we do a barbecue, gonna control the heat better, but also gonna buy some sausages because those are a triple S tier situation also over the grill. Yo, Mario, what's up? Hope you're doing good. And like Shuriken says, we might just finish off the potatoes in the microwave. I think that's what the move is going to be. Yo, question Tuesday for the win. Yeah, I overcooked it. It was on the grill and the fire was too strong. See, not only is it well done, it's burnt. But what I'll say is, since it was dry brine, the flavor is immaculate. And we have some of this sauce right here to save it. So we're just gonna dunk it into the sauce like a Dunkaroo. And we got the potatoes. Right here. Cooking Wagyu steak. Wagyu steak is more forgiving, you know, you just sear it on each side for half a minute. I've worked at so many restaurants, but the one station I never worked at was the grill. So unfortunately, I don't have any professional experience as that. Let's see how these potatoes are. Okay. I mean, that... Yeah, okay, let's microwave them. And luckily for us, the microwave is right back here. Maybe for a minute. Yeah, I've always wanted to work the grill, but there's people who are always like more senior than me, so I never got to work the grill. I guess the closest thing I ever got to do was the flat top. Almost caused a gas fire once. And then had to call my boss on his day off. Awkward. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Patrick Huntington, grill was always fire because always fun because you got to play with fire. Monica Harris, dinner looks good tonight. Yeah, overcooked, but it's okay. We're going to survive. Yeah, flat top is fun. For me, flat top is fun and fryers are fun. What I don't like is pizza. Salad is okay, sandwich is okay. Everything but pizza, basically. Yo, Bradley, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Question Tuesday for the win. Was the worst station the dishwasher? No, yo, dishwasher is one of the better ones. Probably my favorite, actually. Yeah, I had the most fun in the dishwasher, I think. At least at the most hectic restaurant I was working at, because that was the only place where we had, like, dishwasher. At the other places, we were all washing. Yo, Hill, what's up? Yeah, yo, holes in the dough, exactly. When you're going too fast and it tears your skin and then the sauce starts dripping everywhere. Hey, Bradley's applying to go work on grill? Is it, what kind of restaurant is it? Let us know, Bradley. I'm always curious where people work. In food service, you know, because I've worked at a few places and it's an industry that I like and that I'm interested in. If someone tells me they work in, like, tech, I mean, I'm interested, quote unquote, but I'm not going to, like, start asking a bunch of follow-up questions like, oh, cool, okay. But when someone tells me that they work in food service, you know, I'm all ears, you know, and I have a lot of follow-up questions. And funny enough, there's a kid in my class. I say kid, he's a guy. He's probably close to 40 years old, I would say. But there's a guy in my class. This is my first meal of the day, by the way. Yo, JHE, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Long time no see. Oh, snap. Bradley's going to go work at a country club. Yo, it's all the rich guys, so I don't know if they complain a lot or what, but yo, I hope you get the job, Bradley. I hope you get the job. Monica, what's the dipping sauce? Package gravy, $1 gravy. Interesting. I didn't know Patrick was from the food service industry though. Yeah, I didn't know. No. It's not yakiniku sauce. It's like it's just regular gravy. Unfortunately, $1 because I wanted to do peppercorn sauce. Yeah, true, Jay Garcia. Bradley's going to get big tips. I didn't think of that. Actually, he might not get any tips if he's a cook. Yeah, that's the paradox. Bradley may not even see a sliver of tips. Unfortunately, he's doing like a lot of the work, but I think Patrick knows this also. But even though, you know, us cooks, we do a lot of the work, we don't see a sliver of the tips. Yo, but Patrick, I didn't know you were a cook. Like, what kind of place are you working at now? Hey, I'm curious, Patrick. I'm curious, cause I thought I don't know like what everyone does who watches this channel, but hey, some places share. Yo, I would love to work at a place that shares tips. One of the places I worked at, you know, the hall staff, the front of the house used to make, I would say $300 to $400 a night in tips. And me, I would be busting my back in the kitchen. And they would work for like 5 hours, right? 5 to 7 hours, whatever. And I would be busting my back in the kitchen. 15-hour shift, I would believe was $180, something like that. No, a bit more. Maybe like $220. Yo, Bradley, just because the pay usually is good, I got lowballed the last time. I interviewed at a different country club for minimum wage, yo. No, I hate how these businesses do that, you know? They have so much money. And already, you know, people in the food service industry, a lot of them are just getting by, right? Like, not making too much. Yeah, so let's lowball these people even more. Disgusting. Again, don't want to get too political on the Rice Bowl channel, though. We're not a place for that. Oh. Okay, one sec, guys. There's a huge fly that I need to get. This fly has been driving me crazy. Yes. Not gonna lie, that fly's been driving me crazy for the past day. Happy to have gotten it. Happy to have gotten it. Because couldn't be me, you know. Having to deal with that for any longer. Okay, we're back. We're back. I think in the next 10 minutes, I'll start doing the Ninja Creamy. Even now, I think. Just because I don't want to wake up the neighbors, you know. Yeah, I might just do it right now. Because it's already 9 p.m. where I'm at, and I don't want to be a public nuisance, a public disturbance. But yeah, let's just see what these potatoes taste like. Was gravy. Yeah, JHA, I have seen Rainbolt. Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay, let me just quickly taste the potatoes, really good. Really good. Let's try the sauce, a potato skin with sauce. Yeah. That works for sure. Yo, Ben Hike, what's up? I'll quickly get the Ninja Creamy out of the way before it gets too late and I become a public nuisance to the community. Oh no. It's like there's always a crisis on the Rice Bowl channel. Okay, here we go. On, install, full ice cream. Yeah, Ninja Creamy is coming along, and we will definitely be eating that after dinner. Yo, Average Guitar Guy, friend of the show. Hope you're doing good. I apologize for the noise for those who are just joining. We got some frozen dessert going on in the back. Unfortunately, the steak was overcooked today, but we're going to redeem ourselves on the next one. Yo, Muhammad, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Jay Garcia, that's a good idea. The Pocari Sweat, we're gonna have to try that out. For sure. Let me just quickly deal with this before we get a noise complaint. Will I buy this gravy sauce again? Questionable. Questionable. Maybe I'll try the peppercorn sauce next time. Okay. Okay, let me just quickly do the next spin. Unfortunately, not too much new with rice bowl. Unfortunately, what's new with everyone else though? Hey, I feel like I have a small community with the people here. So I'm curious, how's everyone doing? You know, not just me. You know, me, it's just going to school, taking it one day at a time. I was severely distracted today, so I'm going to have to do a big lock-in, come back tonight, study for 2 or 3 hours, I think. And then wake up. Mohammed, thanks, I hope you're doing good too. No, it seems shaking like crazy. Yo, longest minute of my life, guys. Longest minute of my life. Okay, here we go. Oh no, am I going to have to respin this? I mean, it's possible. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go with this, guys. Cause I can't make any more noise. It's too noisy. And we have a high protein variant today. Not with protein powder, but with Greek yogurt. Anyways, my bad for that. Yeah, yo, Mohammed, the potatoes taste really good with that butter and salt. No complaints from me. Mohammed, yogurt Theo. Yo, Head in the Clouds, I think I've heard of it. HIC. Is that the festival with all the Asian musicians? I'm not too sure. I saw someone stream it and mention that, but I don't know if that's fake news or what. But yo, unlimited Pocari Sweat, yo, I think you got a deal. Do they sell Pocari Sweat in the regular supermarkets down where you live though? Cause yo, for me, up here it's pretty niche. It's pretty niche. Yo, Bradley's been okay, improving on baking skills. Good to know. Good to know. Ben Hike, I still have like almost a year. I still have 11 months before I fully graduate. 11 more months. Man. Yesterday, I was really not down to study. I don't know, these past 2 days, it's been hard. It is what it is, though. Bradley made matcha white chocolate blondies with and cinnamon rolls. Yo, send me some of those, Bradley. Send me some of those. I might have to open a PO box to get my hands on some of those. Okay, Patrick's neighborhood's preparing for a firework festival. Bradley, it was divine. I'm giving it all out tomorrow to my classmate. Yo, Bradley, where do you go? Where do you go to school? I want to try one of those matcha white chocolate blondies. My neighbors did a baby shower today and did a mini explosion. It's a boy. Yo, the whole baby shower thing. Yo, it's so complicated, eh? Like, okay, first you need to do, what is it, engagement, marriage, bridal shower, groomsmaid shower, baby. So many celebrations. Um, Enos, Enos, Inostranets. No, Inostranets. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Oh, okay, interesting. It was that festival, Jay Garcia. So, I guess a lot of hashtag influencers were there. Oh, that's a surprise to find some meat in the sauce. You're eating steak and potatoes today, you know, Stars. And broccoli. Yo, Jay Garcia, 1,600 for 2 tickets? Yo, that's not normal. Xena Noodle, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, for sure. You had to chug a few of those. Oh, yo, Bradley. Do you make YouTube videos though? I think like a video like that would do well on YouTube. Patrick Connerton, this is my new neighborhood. My old made national news when the block party blew up, literally. Yo, Patrick. Is it some kind of celebration thing, or was it an accident? Yo, Bradley, so much parking is wrapping around my street. Yo, is it for the blondies though? The matcha blondies? Shurikens on random but awesome. Hurricane Helen destroyed the town of Chimney Rock, North Carolina. Apparently, for the last 6 months, 2,000 Amish have been quietly rebuilding the town for free. Yo, that's generous of them. I don't know if there's an ulterior motive or what, but yo, that's indeed generous of them. Bradley better. I've considered YouTube since looking for a job has been buns. Yo, Bradley, go for it. Honestly, yo, just post a video. Yo, one in chat for Bradley to post a recipe. Jay Garcia, I live in a quiet neighborhood where no one talks to each other. Yeah, like my neighborhood isn't quiet, but no one talks to each other. So it's just noisy and not a place to make friends. Unfortunately, no sense of community. Yo, Patrick, that seems like a disaster for real. I'm surprised I've never heard of it. I'm spitting my food. My bad. Bradley, I've done 2 podcasts this month for separate classes. I've been told I got a good voice for that sort of, yo. I don't know what you're studying, Bradley, but yo, just press record. Just press record. Honestly, it's worth it. And we have some fellow YouTubers in the chat also. Jay Garcia, the Shuri Kenzone, just to name a few. Patrick Connaughton. Toledo is what? I'm going to check out what Toledo is about. Never heard of the area. Shuriken Zone, I live in a quiet, and we're getting a fairly strong sense of community. It's pretty cool. Something weird. Yeah, yo, it's okay. I understand what you're trying to say. Yo, my neighborhood, I wish I lived in a place with a sense of community. I guess our direct neighbors, we have a good relationship. And yo, I spoke with my neighbors on that side of the house for the first time today. So that's a win, I think. Huh? No, the ice cream's starting to melt. I'm gonna have to eat that ASAP. But we still got all this broccoli. And like, since I wake up at such an odd time now, I'm doing like 1 meal a day. Not really out of choice. Yo, I think I missed stuff in the... Yo, people are really watching the Rice Bowl channel from around. We got people from Detroit also. Or Ohio. Man. And Shuriken Zone. Broccoli is a vegetable of vegetables. I ate it nearly... Yo, it's so healthy. So that's why, like, I'm eating 2 heads of it now. I am getting pretty full. Lately, my appetite has been a bit suppressed, but, it is what it is. All the food is starting to get cold also. That's the problem when you eat while streaming. Everything's cold by the end, but it's okay. It's okay, We're just going to quickly finish this up. Now it's just vegetables and 1 single steak. Bradley Better, YouTube sounds cool. What are some pros and cons? Yo, I'll get to that just in a second. Just in a second, Bradley. Beljo, I live in the middle of nowhere. It's just a bunch of mosquitoes and apparently tornadoes Midwest. Hey, if you live in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest, there's a non-zero chance I pass by wherever you live, because when I crossed the United States, we passed a lot of middle of nowhere, if you know what I mean. Patrick Connaughton, I went deaf for a few days. Jay Garcia, Skibbity, Ohio. Patrick Connaughton, I don't got the Ohio Riz. Yo, what's the new thing? It's like, what the hell? Like, people are like, what the hell? Yo, the slang now I can't follow along. It's like, got the ball, what the hell? Pros and cons of being a YouTuber. Pros. It's fun. I mean, that's about it. It's fun. If you're lucky enough, you can make money off of it. Sense of community with the people at home. Okay, Shuriken Zone has some insight here. He's a YouTuber also. The most important part is that you take good care of yourself. When YouTube gets to be too much, always prioritize personal well-being. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. That's not something I necessarily do, because I keep on trying to feed into the algorithm machine. And when I was starting out, also this channel, I was doing double, triple uploads. It was varying success. But I'll tell you this. Most of us, I'm not going to speak for Bradley. It's Bradley who asked the question, right? But most of us, I don't think we have the skill to make high quality videos, so we have to fight with quantity. Unfortunately. And that kind of leads to burnout for most of us. But honestly, Bradley, like the pros for me is it's like so much fun. It's probably one of the only things in my life that like I wake up and like I look forward to doing videos, live streaming. It brings me joy. And I've been doing it for so long now, 15 years, you know, so yeah, Bradley, I recommend it. I recommend it for sure. Bella Joe, yeah, it's just a bunch of highways. Watch out for the crazy drivers. Yo, I don't know in the Midwest where you live, but we passed like Black River Falls, Butte, Fargo. We passed a lot. I don't know if anyone recognizes those cities, but Fargo, we stayed in this huge. I don't know why they had all these huge hotels in Fargo. Like there was nothing to do there, but Fargo, yeah, we did Fargo, Butte, Black River Falls. Where else did we stay? We stayed right outside of Chicago, something Bay, I think, Harbor, Benton Harbor. Does anyone know Benton Harbor in the chat? Maybe yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Patrick Harnan, I've literally seen a man walking down the street in armor carrying a couch once. Shout out to the reenact. Oh, okay. It's not because it's dangerous. OJ, you mean Davis? Because my grandpa helped build it. It terrified. Okay, no, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what we're talking about anymore. Nah, but yo, Bradley, it's really hard to keep up with school because like when I started doing YouTube, I was 14 years old. Now I'm 28. Or I was 13 and, you know, no one was watching my channel. I was getting like 5 views, 2 views, 1 view. No one was watching. And even then, like, I had this like thing in me where this little voice that was like, you must upload once a week, even though no one's watching, to grow a channel. And the videos were no good, honestly, looking back. I mean, they are nostalgic to watch, but objectively speaking, the videos were no good. And you know, even that once a week was a lot for me to keep up with school because I wasn't like a straight A student, but I had over 80s for the most part, except in like French. So, if you're still in school, maybe like just upload shorts, and they're a bit, you know, like, I'm not going to say lower effort, but they take less time to do. But yeah, Bradley, not on this channel. I've had like 5 channels. This channel I've been on for 3 years now. Hey, Christine, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Yo, Jay Garcia, I don't know where you live, man. I don't know where you live. Yo, Jor, what's up? Hope you're doing good also. No, I'm trying to get full, guys, and I still have all this Ninja Creamy that's kind of melting on me right now. I might only be able to eat half of this. What time is it, by the way? 9:30. Okay, we're gonna have to be back in a few. I'd see you, Shuriken Zone. But yeah, Jay Garcia, I don't know. I'd be scared to. Yo, some of you guys talk about like where you guys live, and I'd be scared, honestly. Yo, I'd be scared, you know, because the places I've lived. Okay, I lived in the biggest city, I think, of my state/province when I was younger, and then we moved out to the suburbs. Then I moved to like a mid-sized city in Japan. And everywhere was safe for the most part. Except when we lived in a city, there were some sketchy people, I felt, but in the suburbs around here, it's nothing like that. Yo, Kurumi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, it's for real. And honestly, Bradley, like a lot of the established creators for shorts are kind of falling off. Like look at Senpai Kai, look at a cook named Matt. Like you're getting a fraction, like 10% of the views they used to. And the worst part is, me too. I'm speaking as if I was better than these people, but me too. I'm getting like 10% of the views I used to. And this was the new way to count views on YouTube. You know, they used to count views. I don't know how they used to count views, but the new way of counting views is if the video loops, that counts as an extra view. If you watch for even just a fraction of a second, that counts as a view. So now they're inflating the views on YouTube, and it wasn't like that before. And even then, all the established creators are getting, not all, but a lot of the established creators are getting only a fraction of what they used to. Including me. So long form content may be the way to go, Bradley. My bad for the bad advice. Yo, Christine just woke up from a nap, but what's up? Beljo, have you heard of Elephant Rock? Yo, I think that's where Mystery Guitar Guy lives. Or Average Guitar Guy, is it Michigan? I'm not too sure. Patrick Condon, we also currently have E. coli in multiple streams around here at beyond safe levels, yo. E. coli is not something to mess with, because when I used to work in these food factories, E. coli and salmonella were the two they were really, really, really strict about. And Staphylococcus. Broadly, also my first paycheck is going to a Ninja Creamy. What I'm going to say about the Ninja Creamy is, okay, this is melting on me right now, but what I'm going to say is, if you're addicted to ice cream like me and have an unhealthy obsession to ice cream, it's a good investment. But if you're only going to use it like twice a month, Patrick Condon, I've always lived in the hood, feel uncomfortable and better off areas. Yo, I understand, because it's not something you're like accustomed to. So it's like if I were to go live in the hood, maybe I would feel scared and uncomfortable, you know. And right now we live in the suburbs. Before I lived in the city and then suburbs. It's not too much crime going on, thankfully. No complaints, honestly, for me. I feel safe for the most part. But yo, Patrick, seriously, wishing you the best on your recovery, you know. After getting hit by a car like that. And it's like double, it's even worse because come to learn that you're a fellow cook, you know. Well, I'm not a cook anymore, but before. Fellow food service industry worker. And that's a job that's exhausting on the legs. So, yo, Patrick, I really hope you have a good recovery. I really hope you have a good recovery. Hey, Christine lives in the Bay Area. I think Jay Garcia too. I'm not too sure. But Jay saying he fell off. Going to jump ship and start a tech channel. Yo, Jay. I don't know what kind of content you make now. But that's not a bad idea. Could meet there's someone behind you. I'm not playing. Nah, that's just a magnet. Don't worry. Bradley, investments got to be made into a ton of different types of videos. I have a lot of interest in what forms of content do you like? Do you think you'd struggle in the most? Mine's video, essay video. So I did a couple of video essays on my old channel. They did well. I got like 240k views, 72k views, 23k views. But it was because the people I was talking about were popular, you know. Really, I don't really think I have a huge talent to make long videos. We're going to see with these next few ideas I'm going to upload hopefully next weekend. I say this for the past year, next weekend, but really hopefully next weekend. But yeah, we're going to see. Because for shorts, I used to understand, you know, how to make a short to get views. Now I no longer. Now, you know, it's too much out of my control. So I'm going to try to shift to long videos. But I feel like when you're starting out, shorts are still not a bad idea because it's so demotivating to spend like hours on a long video just for it to get 8 views, you know? At least shorts, it's going to get at least 100, I would say. Man, I ate a lot of food, guys. I ate a lot of food. I don't know if we're going to be able to eat that whole Ninja Creamy either. And we still have a lot of broccoli. Yeah, yo, I don't know, like the video essay meta, I think it's really a topic sensitive. And even if it's something you think that's interesting, it might not do well with the viewers. And the issue with video essays, it's like, for me personally, since you're not showing your face, you have to like find footage for every single thing, And that's kind of a pain to have to download it and see if it's like you're allowed to use it. And then you might get struck by a third party. Yo, Jan, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Bella Joe, question. Does hashtags work on YouTube? I think the most important, look, I'm not an expert, but I think the most important one is hashtag shorts. And after that, I don't think it really matters all that much. I've never really gotten any videos through hashtag, unfortunately. But, okay, this is melting big time. I have to really hurry up and eat this broccoli. Yeah, it's like Bello says. I think song choice is more important than the hashtags and all that. I mean, at the end of the day... Oh, they got rid of hashtag shorts? They might have, I don't know. At the end of the day, the video has to be good, that's baseline, but definitely choosing a trendy song, like, helps with your video, because that's not something I really do, the trendy songs and all that. But when I used to do TikTok, I saw that it helped out quite a bit. And also when you're on your shorts, like you might see it also, it's all the same songs over and over again. We went from the Apatu meta to the one right now where it's like, tell me about the flat. I don't know how it goes. It goes like da 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 bluebirds na 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 na. I hear that song everywhere, and I don't particularly like it. But that's how I felt about like a lot of the popular TikTok songs from 2020, and now they're like nostalgic songs to me. So yeah, you never know. I might that song might grow on me also in the future. Patrick Carney, I want to do video essays on disinformation and drop shipping health items as a diabetic. I see too many ads online for scams. I mean, that's a good idea, Patrick. Like, I don't know if you've made videos before. Like, what's your story regarding like your past for YouTube videos, or but yo, that's interesting. I would watch it for sure. Yo, Bradley, editing for videos is genuinely painful. Editing sound, music is yeah, that's not something I'm too familiar with. Sound editing and all that audio mixing, like that seems like an art on its own. It's not something I've ever dabbled into, unfortunately. Me, I've just been videos all the way, and I don't have any high skills either for video editing, because I don't know color grading. I barely know keyframes, so despite doing this for 15 years, and it's very rudimentary for me. Jay Garcia, dropshipping is scammy overall. Yo, honestly, like, I didn't want to say it out loud, but I've never met Like even like no personal attacks, but even on YouTube when you see all these like dudes who are 20 years old who are like, how I make $10,000 a month on my drop shipping business. It's like they kind of look like scammers. Like they kind of all look like they're cut from the same cloth, and like a lot of them just don't look trustworthy, I find. I have to go blow my nose again. But wait, let me just God, I'm so full, but let me finish this broccoli. But yeah, Bradley, honestly, like I don't. Was it YouTube podcast you were working on, or were they like college or high school podcasts? Jay Garcia, they make money on selling a course law. I think the original guy for that was like Six Pack Abs and like or Six Pack Shortcuts or whatever he was, and Ty Lopez. I don't know, man. I don't know how many of you remember Ty Lopez, but. Yo, Patrick Connerton, thank you so much for watching, eh? I'm going to end the stream soon also. I think when I'm done with the broccoli, I'm going to end the stream. I have to study. I have a test tomorrow, a test on Thursday, a final project due for Friday. Yeah, it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Unfortunately. Bradley, high school, it was true crime based for English class and Soviet stuff for history. I sound clean. My friend didn't since he did his in a rush. Interesting. I mean, if you're in high school, what you could always do is do like. I'm trying to think like. Funny stories that happen at high school on top of clips of you cooking or like. Roblox clips even on shorts. That's kind of how I grew this channel. Initially, it's like when I started talking about like random topics on top of me cooking with captions popping up. But I'm just trying to think like I'm sure there's like stuff that happened in high school that other high schoolers could like. I'm a bit old, right? So like even if I talk about my high school days, like no one gives a crap. But you're still in high school, so you could talk about like, oh, like he said that about the, you know. And then it has to be like maybe a Minecraft background or a Roblox background, or you cooking, and you know fast paced, and maybe make 5 of those and see where it goes. You know, you never know. Honestly, you never know. Because there's a kid in Japan who did that, and he blew up. Jay Garcia, Rice Bowl cookbook, yo. I don't know what I would even put in that. Hey, Kellogg, what's up? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, Bradley, if you got 1 year left, I don't know if you're going to college after, or like what's the story, but hey, you could. I don't think it's a bad idea if you try it, especially now that you're going into summer break. If you try making like 5 YouTube shorts talking about high school. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Bradley. 1 second, I'll be right back, guys. Oh man, I've been keeping the milk out all this time. That can't be good from a food safety perspective. Okay. Yo, Bella, I've been thinking about starting a YouTube, maybe on vintage stuff, maybe fashion and other things, but I'm trying to figure out a name. I mean, I think you could just use Bella Joe, honestly. Like, so many people use their real name now, and it seems like you already do. But, me, you know, for reasons that maybe I could disclose in the upcoming years. Maybe, I don't know. There's a reason why I try to stay as anonymous as possible. But I think honestly though, on the internet it is better to stay as anonymous as possible. But yeah. Vintage ball. But yeah, Bella, like even me, what I would suggest though is not to use a name that's like Rice Bowl's a bad name, because when people search Rice Bowl on YouTube, they can't find me. So try to find something original that when they search your name on Google, like you'll actually pop up, you know? Yo, Healthy Me, what's up? Are you single? Do I look single? I may be single or I may not be single. That's the answer. Ooh. Yeah, I'll leave it at that for today. Thank you for the question. Broadly better. Sometimes I forget YouTube outside of America exists. Like, I wonder what the Rice Bowl equivalent of you exists for somewhere like Mexico or Nick Giovanni somewhere else. Yeah, like, honestly, I think the big YouTube markets are like United States, Japan, Mexico, India. Like, these are some of the more massive YouTube markets. But I don't know if there's a Rice Bowl equivalent of me in Japan. Like, the thing is, I'm not a massive channel or anything like that, so there might be someone doing like the exact same type of content as me. But I just wouldn't know because they have like 8,000 subscribers. Oh, Bella Joe's your dog's name? Okay, interesting. We're gonna have vintage Bowl shuriken bone. Yo, we'll see when school finishes. Yo, Takuna, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Yeah. My parents remodeled the kitchen, so that's why it looks new and improved. I'm not gonna lie. They told me that they asked them to install lights right up there for the videos, for the Rice Bowl video. So that was really thoughtful of them. I found like that was nice. That was nice. Okay, we're almost at 10 p.m. guys. And as much as I do love live streaming, I don't want to fail tomorrow's exam. Bella Joe. Well, Joe's my middle name. Yo, that's interesting because my neighbor's dog was also called Bella. I don't know if it's a common dog name, but... Or are you my neighbor? Hey, Romeza, thank you so much. I'm so full, guys. All these vegetables. This is volume eating at its finest. Tomorrow, for those who are interested, we're going to be doing one last hurrah, one last live stream. I don't know when the next live stream is going to be. Probably going to move on to long videos and shorts. But one last hurrah tomorrow, we're going to be making sandwiches, and I brought some nice fluffy bread. I might have nachos for lunch, have to use up the avocados, and yeah, I'm going to try to wake up at maybe, I don't know, like 9 a.m. No. 10 a.m. I'll try to wake up at 10 a.m. tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., something like that. Really got to fix my sleep schedule. Fix my sleep schedule, guys. Oh, yo, that's sad to hear, Bella. That's sad to hear. Bradley Better. Yeah, yo, Bella. That's why, like, I don't really want to get a pet, you know, because it's really sad, I think, when they pass away, you know, so. Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace, like Jay Garcia says. But yo, Bradley's saying, I tried avocado toast recently, not too bad. I mean, interesting message. Yeah, but I'm kind of like against a lot of these food trends, so I don't really hop onto them that fast. But avocado toast does taste good, especially with a lot of salt and pepper. Alright, Shuriken Zone, thanks so much for watching, eh? I think tomorrow around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing the sandwiches. Depending on when the exam finishes, it starts at 5 p.m. tomorrow, apparently. But yeah, we're going to see what happens with that. Last time we were supposed to finish at 7 p.m., but he gave us an extension to 7:45. And good thing, because I finished at 7:12, so I wouldn't have finished on time if it wasn't for that. Beljo, I had her for 14 years, so she had pretty long. Yeah, true. For a dog, that's a long time. Yeah. For a dog, that's a really long time. I think dogs age, like how dogs age, it's like an exponential function. Because they say like 1 dog year is 7 human years, right? But when a dog hits 1 year old, it's not 7 years old human, I think. It's more like, it goes from like 1 to 20 or something like that. But let me just, I have to go blow my nose. I don't know what's going on, guys. It's like, because when I'm talking and eating, it's like it's like restricting oxygen or something. So I think my sinuses open up or something. Hey, I'm sorry for everyone at home who's eating right now, though. You probably didn't want to hear that. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to end the stream now, guys. I'm going to quickly eat this off stream. It's starting to melt. Do you think I could eat all of this right now? It's questionable. It does taste good, though. Oh. Thank you to everyone who watched today's live stream. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to be doing sandwiches, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. Have a good day. My phone is glitching out a bit. That's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. It's too bad. Sometimes my phone glitches out even though it's yeah. Anyways, thank you to Healthy Knee, Bradley, Jay Garcia, Shuri Kenzone, Patrick Connerton, Christine. I don't know if I'm missing anyone else. Bello Joe, yo. How can I forget? Bello Joe. And I thank Timothy for becoming a member of the channel today. Thank you so much also. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you're from. I'll see everyone live again tomorrow. And yeah, that will probably be the last one for a while. Have a good day and see you in the next video or live stream or short, and goodbye. Thank you so much for watching.